Alright, what's good, y'all? What's good? So, I got another message from a movie. The movie's called Tomorrow War. The Tomorrow War, something like that. And it's in the beginning of the movie, but you have to watch the whole movie to get the message. But anyway, what I got from the movie this time was, in the beginning of the movie, the main character, Chris Pratt, plays. He is a very smart guy. He's a military vet, and he's a scientist. So he has degrees, he has experience, stuff like that. And he's going for this really important scientific job. And, his degrees and all his accolades and everything. So he's like, I have all of this, but he didn't have experience in the field of science that he was trying to do. He had experience in the field of, war and stuff. So, he really wanted this job. He was like so gung-ho about this job, talking about he really wants to make a difference in the world, and he really wanted this job, and he got turned down for the job. So he was like heartbroken and looked like he was about to start being depressed or whatever. But he was a school teacher, a science teacher. So he got turned down for the job, stayed being a science teacher, and then the whole event happened that, the people from the future came back to let them know that they're at war with this alien that's killing everybody, yada, 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 right? So, as the movie goes on, they're fighting this war, they're learning about the aliens. His daughter, he finds out that his daughter is like one of the captains or whatever, and that their relationship become estranged, right? Whatever. So, he knew that he had a big mission in life. He knew he was going to make a difference in the world, right? And he thought it was going to come through this science job that he really wanted. And at the end of the movie, the way he saves the world is because he was a science teacher to this boy, some smart boy in his class who was obsessed with ancient volcanoes. And that's all the boy used to talk about in his class. It used to get on his nerves because this boy was obsessed with ancient volcanoes. And that was the key for them to save the world. The information that this boy had about volcanoes from him being a science school teacher. So the message that I got was that, of course, I always say this, and I've said this in other videos, rejection is protection. Right? It wasn't so much just protection in this instance, but a lot of the times we know that we're meant for something great, and then we have to be still. That's what the Spirit gave me. Be still, your time is coming. That's what I kept hearing. Be still, your time is coming. And that's so hard for a lot of us, right? Especially for me, but I've been doing it. I've been keeping still, and every time I try to get up, I just sit back down. But that's what it was. I know the message is not just for me, but it's for other people. That be still, your time is coming. Sometimes we think that we got to have all these degrees and we got to be doing so much, and sometimes you just have to be still and let the opportunities come to you. And all you really need is the experience that you're already having to make the difference in the world. You don't always have to have this big title or all these degrees and all these accolades to make a big difference in the world. And sometimes we have to just sit still and let the opportunities come to us. And like I said, he got turned down from this big job, but him being a science teacher and being annoyed by this boy about his volcanoes was the thing that helped him save the world, which was crazy. So I was just like, wow, that was such a great message, because I've seen that movie so many times and I didn't get that message when I watched it the first few times. But the other day I just decided to watch it and that message came to me. So I just wanted to post that real quick.